Good morning, all. Camelback Trading 2724 coming to you this Tuesday morning, December 10th. And we're looking at the weekly chart of the SPY ETF. I'm going to do something a little different, so bear with me here. Because I was looking at it this morning. I think it's a good idea to get you into my mindset and how you can get into your competitor's mindset. And I'm going to show you the weekly and the daily and the two incredibly different pictures you can see. So just picture that you're standing and right across from you looking at you is your competition, is another trader. And you're looking at him. And kind of that's, when you first look at him, that's the weekly, right? Perfect 4-week balance, got to the top of the balance, backed off. And this morning, again, looks like we're going to come down a little bit and fill out the balance. So everything is nice and calm and tranquil on the outside. That's what you're seeing when you're looking at this trader. Now you go to the daily. And if you were able to look inside that trader's mind, his stomach churning and whatnot, this is what you'd see. A totally different picture from what you just saw at that 4-week balance. The mindless trading, the mindless machines, the irrational trading, the emotional trading, gaps up, gaps down, gaps up, gaps down. That's not trading. That's just mindlessness. And that's if you were able to get inside the mind of your competition and see outside, it looks like everything's calm and tranquil, and inside there is just a flurry of activity going on, and most of it because they don't know what's going on. Pre-market trading this morning. I'm going to go this. Let's see if I can get it all in here because this is kind of important. I'm not sure what I have in here or not on my screen. We gapped higher on Friday. We had that huge sell tail. We gapped above it. Didn't really even trade in it. Now, yesterday we got into it a little bit. And now look this morning. We're gapping below it. That's incredibly rare. You gap above a huge sell tail. Now you're gapping below it. Now, it's basically off my page because we've traded, above it and whatnot. But it shows you the emotion. Another thing this morning, and then we'll get to today's action. And this is important. Turn on my machines every morning around 5:30 a.m. I came up around 6:30, getting ready to go on my bike ride. And the SPY was trading around 312.60. As I was about to leave, it went from 312.60 to 311.92, which is our low right now in the pre-market, back to 312.70, literally in about 3 minutes. And I looked at the volume, and the volume total so far was only 90,000. You want to know why pre-market and after hours is called weak hand traders? I wish I could have had this live trading and taken a video of it for the 3 minutes on that kind of volume. Know your competition. All right. Let's get to today's action. So, for the upside, right now, with just over an hour to go, we're going to use yesterday's low as our first upside destination of 313.80. Okay? Then we have the price probe, right? Remember that price. So the downside price probe as of now is being firmly accepted. So 313.94 was where the price probe was. Then we had 314.31 where the price spike was. And then 314.45, which is our afternoon rally high. It shows you how important that ended up being an M period, right? L period didn't get a lot of distance when I got out of my long. If M had gotten over L, I was looking for some kind of pop to short it because I thought odds were you'd come back. And as soon as the sellers got below the price spike again, they took all their energy and pushed it down to get to the price probe, and they're continuing this morning. For the downside, our first destination right now will be the gap fill at 312.25. I'm trading at 312.95 right now, so there's still 70 cents left. Pre-market we closed it, but that doesn't mean anything. That'll be my pre-market, my destination afterwards. But right now the gap is holding. If you fill the gap, then you don't have anything for another dollar. Actually, you don't have anything almost a dollar. 311.41, which is 9 wide. 311.06, which is your afternoon pullback low from the 5th. 310.58 daily low, and then 310.32, which is a daily low, and then another gap that gets filled at 309.64 from December 4th, a 68-point gap. So what's the game plan? What's going on? Well, again, it's just a lot of mindless machines moving this market all around. And this is all before we have our so-called catalyst coming out. Fed tomorrow, Brexit Thursday, and then the tariff possibilities either being, I'm sure a lot's going to come out on that Friday, even though they're set for, I believe, Monday. So we're getting this kind of movement even before all those things. Know your competition. Okay, what am I doing in here? Well, if we gap down around the 313 level, do I want to be a buyer because I have the gap underneath? Probably not. You're going to have lower value and a gap. Do I want to be a seller? Possibly. But again, yesterday's low is 313.80. So if you sell it around the 313 level, if you get some kind of inventory adjustment, you could be hurting. I'd rather it be a little high, even if it filled the gap, but got rejected at either the price probe or price spike. I'd be more comfortable taking a sale at those levels. I think the prudent thing to do is to wait for some more market-generated information in at least a period. If we open, drive up, and taper off and can't fill the gap, then you can take a short position because at least you know you're out. If it gets back into M's range or J's above J, you get out. Same on the downside. If it opens, drives down, tapers off, but holds the gap. Now this is a little more difficult. Do I want to be a buyer now? I mean, you can if you were to taper off and then see what you can get back from today's gap. And again, you know you're out if you fill the gap. But because of the irrational trading that's taken place, it's really, it's one thing to know your competition, another thing to try to go against them when they're erratic. And that's what that is right now. So I think I would wait for more market-generated information prior to taking a trade. Good luck trading today. Have a great day, and we'll recap at 4 p.m.